Snyder, the base one, swing and a drive. This one deep. Oh, it's high. That ball should be out. That ball should be out. That ball is out.
The 2023 MLB season is well underway, and there's been zero shortage of exciting moments so far. Just as every baseball fan expected, rule changes have been in effect, stars have shown up, and games have been won on walk-offs. There have been insane highlights. Basically, what we're trying to say is baseball is back, and in the best way possible. In this video, we're going to be going over the first week or so of the 2023 MLB season, from highlights to news and everything in between. Be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications because you won't want to miss any of our new content. Let's get right to it. Let's start on opening day. We had some elite opening day pitching matchups, such as Aaron Nola facing off against new Texas Ranger Jacob deGrom, Max Scherzer facing Sandy Alcantara, Zach Gallen facing Julio Urias, Dylan Cease facing new Astros ace Framber Valdez, and Logan Webb facing Garrett Cole in an opening day matchup between the New York Yankees and the San Francisco Giants. That game would start off hot, giving us our first big moment of the season, with 2022 AL MVP and AL home run record holder Aaron Judge going deep in his first at-bat. It was poetic. What a way to kick off the 2023 MLB season. Garrett Cole would go on to completely carve up the Giants lineup, not allowing a run in 6 innings of work, while striking out 11 batters and only walking 1. What a game for the Yankees ace. The Giants ace didn't have a bad game on the other end himself. Although he allowed 4 runs, Webb struck out 12 batters in 6 innings, with only 2 walks. Cole and Webb combined for 23 strikeouts, an opening day record. 2 other pitchers struck out 10 or more batters on opening day. White Sox Dylan Cease and Angels unicorn Shohei Ohtani. Ohtani had an unreal performance versus the Oakland Athletics, striking out 10 batters over 6 innings of work, walking 3, and not allowing a single run. However, the Angels are still the Angels, so they would go on to lose this game 2-1. Poor Shohei Ohtani. In that game, however, new Angels right fielder Hunter Renfroe made what could potentially be the catch of the year. On opening day, Renfroe was chasing a ball towards the warning track. The next thing you know, the guy catches it behind his back. An unreal catch from an underrated talent. The St. Louis Cardinals would face the Toronto Blue Jays in a classic match to kick off the year, with the Blue Jays eventually winning 10-9 after a 2-run top of the 9th to put them ahead. George Springer and Bo Bichette both had unreal days at the top of the Blue Jays lineup, going 5 for 6 and 4 for 6 respectively. Jordan Romano would get a 2-strikeout save to secure Toronto the win in this high-scoring bout. The Baltimore Orioles and the Boston Red Sox would also have a high-scoring affair, as their game also finished 10-9 in favor of the Orioles. This one would actually prove to be a big scare for the O's, as they were up 10-4 in the 8th inning. Then Boston would go on to score 3 in the bottom of the 8th and 2 in the bottom of the 7th to make it a 1-run game, and scaring every Orioles fan out there. Luckily for Baltimore, they were able to get 1 more out, which wasn't the case days later. We'll get to that. And secured the W. The Texas Rangers would also defeat the Philadelphia Phillies 11-7 after being down 5-0 to start the game. The Rangers would score 9 runs in the bottom of the 4th inning, which proved to be too much for Philadelphia to overcome. Opening day was a huge success for Major League Baseball and fans everywhere. Now, on to the rest of the week. The Orioles and the Red Sox would go on to have arguably the most competitive opening series in 2023, and their second game proved to be more exciting than their first. This would be another slugfest, as the Orioles were up on the Red Sox 8-7 going into the ninth inning. Then, chaos happened. Orioles closer Felix Bautista would get the first two batters out, and it looked like he had gotten his third out to secure the win and a save. But Orioles left fielder Ryan McKenna would drop the ball in left field, putting a runner on base for Boston. 2 pitches later, Adam Duvall, who had a fantastic opening week, would hit a walk-off home run, securing the Red Sox a win, and shocking Orioles fans everywhere. 3 pitches were the difference between a clean Orioles save and a miraculous Red Sox win. Baseball is so awesome. Some awesome moments have also happened this week. Cardinals outfielder and number 4 in baseball, Jordan Walker, hit his first big league home run, and so did Red Sox outfielder Masataka Yoshida. Yoshida, after a big performance for Japan in the 2023 World Baseball Classic, came into the 2023 season with high expectations, and he has definitely been meeting them. Yoshida hit his first Major League home run the opposite way over the Green Monster in Fenway Park. Impressive stuff. Another player who hit his first Major League home run this week is Milwaukee Brewers infielder Bryce Turang. This moment would end up being very special for Turang. With his family in the crowd, Turang would hit a huge grand slam to put the Brewers up 10-0 over the New York Mets. Turang is definitely going to remember this moment for the rest of his career and the rest of his life. Number 7 prospect in baseball and number 2 pitching prospect, Grayson Rodriguez, made his first career start for the Baltimore Orioles against the Texas Rangers on April 5th. It was a solid performance for Rodriguez, as he allowed 2 runs in 5 innings of work, while striking out 5 batters and walking only 1. He also only allowed 4 hits. Not a bad first outing for the Orioles' hopeful future ace. Baltimore would eventually lose this game 5-2. However, having Grayson Rodriguez face Jacob deGrom of all people in his first ever start is a recipe for a loss. There have been some crazy walk-off wins as well, with Tony Kemp sending the Cleveland Guardians home unhappy on April 4th. Then the next day, Brewers outfielder Garrett Mitchell blasted a walk-off home run to defeat the New York Mets 7-6 after an absolutely amazing game. In that game, Pete Alonso hit 2 home runs, carrying the Mets offense, yet ultimately coming up short. Padres infielder Ha-Sung Kim also had a walk-off home run, sending the Arizona Diamondbacks home in a 5-4 defeat by the Padres. That game consisted of Arizona being up 4-3 in the bottom of the 9th, before giving back-to-back home runs to a pinch-hitting David Dahl, and eventually Kim. The Tampa Bay Rays have been a huge surprise so far, starting 6-0 as of April 5th. The Philadelphia Phillies have been the disappointment of the season so far, as the reigning NL champs have started 1-5 as of April 5th. That's it. Have you been enjoying the 2023 MLB season so far? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. We hope you enjoyed. Be sure to be on the lookout for more content, as it's sure to come your way soon. See you guys in the next one.